there. We are the Gratitude Girls.
Gratitude Girls are in the house. Hi, Lori. How are you?
Hi, Catherine.
Do you want to hear about something really funny that happened to me today?
Of course.
I use an external mic, and today it didn't work. And, we're going to talk about this tonight. We're going to talk about a healthy mindset. Well, I was wondering what happened to my mic. I know what to do. And I was checking all the things that I thought would be internal mechanisms. And it was about 20 or 25 minutes. And I started to worry about it. Like, wait a minute, I'm getting worried right now. And then I took a minute and I sat back and I said, what's the first thing I should do with my mic? And I'll show you on screen. See if the red light is on. Because if the red light's not on, then the mic's not on. I was developing an unhealthy mindset. I was thinking, Zoom has now no longer, I had all these stories in my head. Zoom is not connecting. I'm going to reboot. And I just went like, phew. And I got smart, like get smart. And I looked and the connection from my mic to the USB port had gotten loose. And it is a little loose. But I was checking the mic, but that wasn't really connected. I was not thinking very healthy. I was not being like, yes, I got this. I started to let stinking thinking get in my way. Once I figured it out, because I, in my head, took a breath and thought, let me see what it could be. When I had that clear mindset, that healthy mindset, it took me a nanosecond, but that stinking thinking wasted 20 to 25 minutes of my time in the back of my head while I was talking with a poor mic, thinking I didn't know what to do. Well, I didn't really think I didn't know what to do, but I thought I didn't get to it yet. So a really healthy mindset makes a difference when we're producing and when things happen to us, because sometimes they're little things, but we could make catastrophes out of them. So that's what happened to me today.
It's funny how our mind so quickly, even when we've been trained in that area and we even teach and train on it, that still our mind so quickly runs to the negative. Right? And then so imagine like people that don't take training in this area and don't like you and I know have taken like training after training after training after training ourselves. And then not only we also teach it for years and years and years. And it's still a lot of times it's just that quick.
And what's really important, I am very tenacious. I do not give up. I want to know if I could break it, and I want to know if I can fix it, and I don't quit until I do both. So I was fixing it right on the spot, as I didn't go, oh, well, give up. I don't. So when I fixed it, I was thinking and processing. So I have to process and perform. You do the same. Process information, perform, and I have to do it at a very quick rate. And when something interferes, I have to process and perform on this hard drive, and then I have to pull out another hard drive and run that one at the same time. And that's like burning the candle at both ends. But of course, we can do it, but our curiosity. So I realized that by knowing myself, by really understanding that I believe in me and that I know I can fix it, especially if it broke in front of me. I didn't break it. Knowing that, having that level of confidence is what gives me the ability not to quit and not to say, well, it's just too much. I'll just fix it later. That saying, I'll get to it later. I don't even think that is in my vocabulary. I don't think I get to anything later except waking up tomorrow. That's the only thing I put off till tomorrow. That's waking up. But other than that, so let's talk about this healthy mindset tonight, because it just happened to me today. And, it's just It's important. It happens to us. Probably it happens to us repeatedly, and we go through it so fast we don't even stop to think about it, right? We're just doing so many things. But our audience tonight, well, let me introduce myself first. I am Miss Who Can Break It and Fix It. My name is Catherine Rara Sarah Myers, and if you have something that you want broken, bring it to us, and we'll let you know if it is really broken or not. I'm here with my awesome partner, Lori Zelkorzecki from Columbia, Tennessee, and this is an international training call for the Gratitude Girls Coaching and Training. Oh, girls who practice gratitude every day. That's really where we're at. Oh, Lori, so what do you think?
Yeah, and that's, that also just goes into, you have to not only know yourself, but you have to accept yourself, right? So, like, accept that, you might not be perfect, right? Accept that you might make a mistake, or you might do something that even you teach, coach, and train on, and you might do something that you shouldn't do against that, right? It just, everybody has their own like weaknesses and limitations. And the thing is, depending on the day or what's going on in your life at the time, whether it's in your business or your personal life, or even how much sleep you got the night before, is going to determine your weaknesses and limitations, right? So, like my daughter-in-law, I teach her that, right now she's a brand new mommy and everything's wonderful. She is starting to see about, okay, I need to sleep when the baby sleeps and stuff like that. But she is planning on going back to work. And so I'm trying to talk to her about, it's a different life now, because you have to wake up, you have to feed yourself, you have to shower yourself, you have to nurse the baby, you have to, do the pumping for later. And, you got to get the baby ready. And then she has a dog, and she has to let the dog out and feed the dog and water the dog. And so there's so many extra things in there. And that if she's not careful, she's going to be extra tired. And when you're extra tired, those weaknesses or those limitations in yourself can pop out even more too, if you're not careful.
Good point. Knowing ourselves and being calm, being clear, focusing, determination, courage, all of these things. There are many different ways to have a healthy mindset. Having someone who cares like you do, and reminding your daughter-in-law, someone that you care about, myself, someone you love, your husband, your clients, that's really important. Sometimes we forget in that nanosecond. We just say, I can't do it, or we don't know. We can't see. So let's talk about developing a healthy mindset, because we have a healthy mindset, but sometimes it slips through the cracks. It's like one of those days. I don't know. Today I said, did I eat today? Like I just thought, did I eat? I know I did something, but I was so in the zone about what I was doing. I didn't really know. I don't know that that's not healthy, but I was so engrossed and so excited about what I was doing. I really forgot about everything. I don't think I did my steps today. Let me see. I'm at 4,000 steps. That's not a lot. So I think I was so excited about what I was doing. I didn't, go into the harmonizing of the other things. But let's talk about, how do you develop it? I would start by saying, just like, know ourselves, right? Know who we are. Because if you don't know who you are, well, then maybe you're going to have a little trouble.
Yes, exactly. And like, you could read books. Like, I have read an average of a book a week for almost 30 years.
Mm.
And I know a lot, but I still train. I still go to trainings too, like live and in-person trainings. You could do
Right.
those as well. There's, of course, a lot on Zoom now because of, thanks to COVID. A lot more people train on Zoom than ever before. Do trainings, you could read books, you could listen audiobooks. I listen when we go to the gym. We went to the gym last night. We actually joined a new gym. So this gym has a pool and has a racquetball court. And so, and a bunch of other things that we're excited about. So pickleball court, tennis courts, it's a lot bigger. It's a little bit farther away too, but it's a lot bigger. It has a lot more activities, has an indoor and an outdoor pool, indoor and outdoor pickleball, has a walking trail indoor as well as outdoors, just so much stuff. So anyway, we went to it last night and, you know, checked out some of the things there. But, you know, just, we like listen, like I listen to audio books or audio motivation. So like last night, I just went on YouTube and it's free, right? And typed in healthy motivation. And I clicked on a video of some lady that I don't even remember her name, but she was doing a TEDx talk on healthy motivation. I thought this is the perfect thing for us to listen to as we walk the track above the basketball courts.
Right. That's so cool. So read books, listen to books. Yeah, that's so important. And just what you were saying, like you were with Kevin, what about choosing the time that we spend with people, right? So choose the people that we spend our time with and choose the time that we spend with people. So if someone's not really vibing with you, you're not going to spend a lot of time with them. And the time that we do have, I like to spend time with my husband. Like, this is really important to me. We're together a lot. And I find that being around my husband is not just being around him because he's my husband. I like being around him because he lifts me up. He assists me to get to my goal every day, our goal as a couple and my goal as a person. You know, he might say, oh, look, you know, look at those muscles or whatever it is that he says, that's all encouraging. And he doesn't say it without backing it up with something, right? And I feel that when we choose the people that we spend time with, that really reflects in who we are. So that when we're with other people, it shows, you know, how you sit, how you think, what you think about yourself. And if they have a healthy mindset, then you rub off of, you know what they say, you are the sum of the 6 people that you're with. So I believe that when we choose those people, we should choose it wisely.
Right, exactly. And I just want to add something to that too, of think about the last time you were around a certain person in your life and you just felt the energy drop, right? And so that's like one of the people that you want to control your time with them. That might be a family member. It might be someone that you have to spend some time with, but you can still control it. And you can also brace yourself before you're around that person. I'm going to keep my mindset right during this interaction. Tell yourself before you're meeting with them or whatever also, right? And the same thing goes with like controlling what goes in your eyes, what goes in your ears. Remember the little kid song, be careful little eyes, what you see, right? Be careful little ears, what you hear. But it's not just for kids, it's for adults too. It's probably more so for adults, right? From, you know, TV shows, movies, music, you know, your social media feed. Did you know you can stay friends with someone, but you can unfollow them? So if it's someone, not like I unfriend people all the time. Like if I see too much negativity, sorry, you're not in my circle. But, you know, you can also, if it's, say it's a family member that you feel like you can't unfriend, you could just unfollow them so you don't see their posts. Because if their posts are constantly negative, that's still going into your head. Even if you don't glance at it much, but you just get the first couple words and you see, oh, it's a negative post, I'm not going to read the rest. It still already went in your head, right? And that's just like TV shows, movies. Like I don't watch any like horror movies or anything like that. It has to be positivity, uplifting. And so, but even like if you go to the movie theater, my husband and I like to go every once in a while to just go sit in the like nice dining seats and have a date. But we skip, like we get there like right when the movie starts, like 20 minutes late because there's all those previews first, right? And a lot of times the previews are just whatever movie. And I don't want, even for that couple seconds, of some sort of negative thought going into my head. I try to protect myself from that.
I agree with you 100%. I am exactly the same way. So you control those things. And I like to stick to a plan, and I like to plan to stick to a plan. You and I are the same about writing things down, putting it in our phone, putting it on our calendars, say it, read it, say it. So plan and stick to healthy routines. I'm a creature of habit. I've been getting up at 4:30 in the morning for 27 years, for a really long time. Once in a while, I remember not getting up at 4:30 in the morning, but most of the time over the last 27 years, I remember getting up at 4:30. I am often up at 4:30 in the morning. It's a habit. I like it. I like that time of day. I like to work at that time of day. So that is my habit. That's my routine. Maybe it worked out really well when I had a baby because I just got up and gave it. Maybe that's when it started, right? It probably started in my 20s. And then I just found other ways to facilitate the need to get up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock for that feeding. So I find that when I stick to that and I, perform it consistently, it gets hardwired. And then we pick our routines. So the habits that you have now, they're probably things that you did a long time ago. And they're just sort of you're bringing them right into your present. So plan to stick to a healthy routine.
Right. Yes. And it doesn't always have to be sleep, right? So, like me, I like to sleep until I wake up. That is my routine. And that is my habit. Now, granted, that is changing a little bit because at our new gym, the swim aerobics start at 9:30 and it's 30 minutes away. So that means I have to be up earlier. So I might have to start using an alarm clock. But I've always liked to sleep until my body wakes up or until one of the kids or the dog or the cat wakes me up. But still, everything in your life, though, the more you stick to habits, like one of our habits is we make a healthy shake every morning, right? And that's one of our habits that we stick to. Kevin and I have coffee time together each morning, and that's one of our habits that we stick to. So it can be in lots of different areas in your life that you have a habit. I have a habit of I take a shower before I go to bed. Right. So one, I don't have to take it in the first thing in the morning unless I just feel whatever that I extra need to. But I like taking it before bed. One of the things my mom taught me was you take off all your makeup, you take off your deodorant, you get all nice and clean, you go into bed in clean sheets, and then you don't have to wash your sheets as often either if you don't want to. But it's just healthier for you to get all the impurities of things that you might put on your body during the day to go out in public. You're all clean before you get in your bed. So even if I don't do much during the day, like I haven't been sweating or anything like that, I will still take a shower before I go to bed. It's one of those habits that I've gotten into.
It's what you did with the kids when they were little. Right? We give them a bath and then go to bed.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They come home from school, or well, I homeschooled, but still the same thing. Yeah. You just get ready before bed and that was it. It was just one of those things that, like they say, you do things the way that your parents taught you or whatever. That's one of the things mom taught us was get clean and go into bed with a healthy, clean body.
Right. But cleanliness is very important. Okay, let's look at the next couple of ones. Should we talk about exercise and meditation?
Yeah.
I think they go hand in hand in the sense that when I'm working out or before I work out, I have to go into a mindset. Like I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm not going to work. I'm going to focus on what I'm doing so I don't either fall on my face or drop a weight or, go into yoga, do hatha yoga and do like a side plank. You can't think about anything else. You really have to focus on yourself. So when you go into an exercise with a clear mind, I think it really helps and it gives me clarity. I can think about more things when I'm not thinking about something. So I'll say that again. When I clear my mind, I get more downloads. It's that simple. The thoughts just keep coming in. When my mind is cluttered, nothing is happening.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And then there's also, the things that you think that you shouldn't be thinking about. So I know for me, I am my worst critic. Like I can forgive anybody just about for anything. But myself, that's a work in progress always. And, like forgiving myself for anything, whether it's because, I'm trying to eat healthier and I ate something that I shouldn't have ate, right? So criticize yourself for that, or, or not looking the way that you want to, or, just anything that, too fat, too skinny, too short, too tall, too blue, too red, too brown, whatever it is, right? A lot of us are our own self-critic, worst one. And so, and then it could be even from other past life experiences. Like, I'm so thankful I was brought up in a wonderful childhood home. I had a great marriage, with my kid's dad, and now with Kevin, it's wonderful. But, a lot of people haven't been blessed with that. And so then they might have other negative self-talk in their head. And so you have to learn to switch it and change it. So anytime you get a negative thought in your head, you need to think of what that positive thought would be, and then challenge yourself to write that positive thought down 20 times. So you think it once, you write it down positive 20 times on a piece of paper, and you think, oh, that's ridiculous. Why should I'll just erase the thought and say the other positive one. But it takes a lot to erase that negative one that you thought. So if you write the positive 20 times, and you can even do a voice memo on your phone and then play it back when you go to sleep.
Right. It's like writing it 20 times is almost like erasing it. That's a good point about meditation, thinking positively. So let's talk about practicing positive affirmations. This is perfect. I'm looking at the time. Just practice positive affirmations. It's that simple. It involves reminding yourself who you truly are and the potential that you hold. What I love about myself. What are the positive affirmations? All right, I'll let you go on to the next one.
Yes, and then think about the things that you're afraid of. Like, they say face your fears, right? You can't keep moving forward if you're allowing that fear to stop you. So now granted, there's some genuine fears. So if you're afraid of, like, for example, walking a tightrope across a huge canal, that might be a valid fear. Like, I might not face that fear ever. Right. But the thing is, there's a lot of fears that you should face. And so it's totally okay to be scared about something. But also you can just let it go, whether you choose to face it or you choose to let it go. Right. The thing is moving forward and proceeding regardless.
You're right. There are some things we just don't want to face. I love that you said that. And let's learn from our mistakes and failures. So today, for example, when my mic didn't work, I didn't want to give up. So learn from mistakes and failures and know that the giving up will give you a setback, right? So I didn't want to give up. And it's really crucial. And it is for me to learn from an experience. I don't just chalk it up to, it's okay, it happened, I don't know. I want to understand it. I want to learn from it so that I understand, is it something that we want to repeat? Excuse me. So we strategize and attack those challenges. I was not giving up today. I was attacking this Yeti to make sure that I knew what was going on. And it was simple. The light was off. So the key word is to learn. And know that we are not part of the mistake or the failure, right? Know to keep them separate. It doesn't mean it's us. Looking at the time in a couple of minutes, Lori, how do we wrap up?
Yes, definitely. So if you like this training and you would like to hear more, one, join us right here, the same place every single Monday night. But two, we also go into what we call our private dining room. So if you want to know about that, go to gratitudegirls.com/coaching, and you can find out more about our private dining room, as well as you can find out about our private coaching, as well as our small group coaching. And then we even have a cute little thing called Try Us On for Size. So like right now, everybody's doing the Black Friday sales or the Cyber Monday sales or whatever. We've got a great sale for you. So check that out also. So gratitudegirls.com/coaching. And if you have any questions, you want to send us a message, then send us a message at facebook.com/gratitudegirls.
And I want to tell you, next Monday night, we will be here. It's one of our anniversaries because we have 3.
I know, I love celebrating. So
Cute. So we have 3 anniversaries. So next Monday, I'm going to be here and we'll be celebrating. I'll take a minute and tell you all about what that anniversary means to us.
yes, that will be awesome. So see you guys next Monday night. Come join us, set your calendar.
Ciao. Good night.